Hi YouTube, Mark here. Yeah, I've been feeling a bit under the weather. Just mainly because some personal stuff is going on that really sucks. And making a YouTube video really takes my mind off things. So yeah, here it is. With a lot of these people like Snestastic, the Stig, building main cabinets, I thought it would be nice to take a look at some of the nicer arcade games out there. And at first I'd like to show you some of my favorite shmups on the arcade systems. A lot of these games can be found on various compilations, arcade compilations, on the on various consoles, current consoles or previous generation consoles. So let's take a look at some of these Capcom shooters that are definitely worth checking out.
Okay, welcome to 1941 Counterattack. 1941 Counterattack is one of my favorite arcade shoot-em-ups. It was released by Capcom in 1990, and it was also released on various other gaming platforms, so you can actually play it at home legally. It was ported to the TurboGrafx 16 variant in 1991. Well, sadly, this system never came out in the Netherlands, not to my knowledge. But it was also released as an arcade game in emulated form on the GameTap service, which sadly was only available to us Dutch people for a couple of months. But you can play it legally in the Netherlands through the Capcom Classic Collection Volume 2 for the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2. And you're also able to play it on the PlayStation Portable, where it is residing in the Capcom Classics Collection Remixed. Great game, a lot of very nice graphics, and yeah, I like this game because of the way the screen looks. A lot of bright clouds, bright blue water, nice big explosions, and the goal is just to shoot down all the enemy airplanes, collect all the power-ups that come your way. They have the name POW, so I guess that's Prisoner of Wars, and you have an extra. You have like 3 lives, and you have an escape method by making a loop. Doing a loop, you can get out of the way of all these nasties that are coming your way. It's a very nice game, and the system that it's running on is also very nice. Capcom has a lot of arcade games that are running on the CP system or the CPS 1 system, which is an arcade board, and Capcom has been using that for quite a huge number of years. They released the first game on it in 1988 and continued releasing games for the system until way up till 1995. The first game that they released was Forgotten Worlds, also a shoot 'em up, and the last game they released was Mega Man: The Power Battle, which was released in 1995. What is there to tell about the system? Well, that it is actually very close to a lot of the consoles that were out there at the same time. It's running on the Motorola 68000 processor, running at 10 megahertz, which is also found in the Megadrive, the Genesis, the AtariST, and the Amiga range of systems. So yeah, a lot of games and a lot of arcade systems actually used similar hardware specifications. Yeah, what I found on Wiki is that a lot of these arcade boards were actually plagued by a lot of bootleg versions of the system, and Capcom later released a second edition of the CPS system, which had a what is it? My God, I'm just a bit out of it. A CPS2 system which had less piracy on it. Capcom also tried to invade the home market by making a home arcade system available to the public, which was called the CPS Charger, something similar to Neogeo's AES system, but that failed. The Capcom Power System Charger was released in 1994, and they just wanted to release the games at home. Well, it was just it's described as an encased supergun, which is a TV JAMMA adapter. So most JAMMA-based arcade boards were actually should actually be able to use it, but Capcom really was pretty obnoxious because they made the shape of the system in such a way that only other CPS Capcom arcade boards would be able to fit. It had composite video out, S-video out, and mono audio, which is a shame because I think a lot of these games actually had stereo sound, but I'm not sure. Games that came out on the Capcom Powered System Charger were, for example, Capcom World, Captain Commando, Final Fight, Kings of the Round, Muscle Bomber Duo, Ultimate Team Battle, Saturday Night Slam Master, Street Fighter II The Champion Edition, Street Fighter II Hyper Fighting, Street Fighter Alpha, The King of Dragons, and Warriors of Fate. Well, this is all I have to tell you about Capcom and all these various different games on it. And I hope you're enjoying this video, and I guess it's time to move on.